Now we're going to keep it on the couch, I think. We'll take it to the small screen and give you some movies you can catch on Freeview for the next 7 days, Mr. Hurn. So I believe you may have seen our first offering for this week. It is Sausage Party from 2016, which is showing on Dave on Saturday night at 10 p.m. Did you have the pleasure of
that lovely kids movie that you definitely want to be watching with your 5-year-old because it's all about sort of cartoon sausages and and what 5-year-old kid doesn't like to eat like to eat sausages and burgers and things. It's a great kids movie.
What you're saying is true. I gotta tell everyone.
Very noble little sausage, but also very pointless. No one will believe you.
I have to try. Everyone will die otherwise.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Me, right?
Wait, do you guys have any proof of this?
Go to the dark aisle. Beyond the ice.
Why? What's in that aisle?
Oh, you'll see. But I warn you, once you see that, it'll you up for life. Good luck. Have fun.
As the bleeping will tell you in that clip, no, do not watch this with children. It is fantastic. I mean, it's an R-rated adult animated film.
Cartoon. Yeah, it's South Park, really.
Yeah, it is that kind of thing, isn't it? It definitely goes down the route of like something almost like Team America level brutal at times. It's really out there. And let's be honest, this does at one point involve a food orgy, and not in the way that you think. I can't recommend that one highly enough. That's on Dave, Saturday night, 10 p.m. On Sunday, though, changing the tone entirely. Let's get is it Austinian, did I say?
Austinian.
Possibly, yeah. It's got Austinian with the 2005 adaptation by Joe Wright of Pride and Prejudice, starring Keira Knightley, Matthew Macfadyen, Donald Sutherland, I believe Rosamund Pike was in this, Kerry Mulligan was in this, Jenna Malone was in this. This is on Channel 5 at 3:45 in the afternoon, and, well, it's Pride and Prej.
Oh, Mr. Bennett, how can you tease me so? Have you no compassion for my poor nerves?
Oh, you mistake me, my dear. I have the highest respect for them. They've been my constant companions these 20 years.
Papa, is he amiable?
Who? Is he handsome?
Who? He's sure to be handsome.
With $5,000 a year, it would not matter if he had warts and a leer.
Who's got warts?
I will give my hearty consent to his marrying whichever of the girls he chooses.
So will he come to the ball tomorrow, Papa?
I believe so.
My ex-girlfriend hated it when I would refer to Pride and Prejudice as Pride and Prej.
Really?
She was an English teacher. So
did you refer to the crossover film as Pride and Prej in Zoms?
Pride, Prej, Zom.
Yeah.
Yeah, or PPZ I used to call it. Yeah, I used to call it PPZ. But also, I'm going to be really honest, actually something I've become a bit of a sucker for, because 10 years with an English teacher, I've seen every version of Pride and Prejudice, so I quite like this version. Hated it when I first saw it, really like it now. I love Donald Sutherland as Mr. Bennett, as you will have heard in the clip. Matthew Macfadyen, I think, quite works as Mr. Darcy, and also Keira Knightley, pretty well cast as Jane.
I think there are a lot of people who don't like Keira Knightley. Oddly, a lot of women don't like Keira Knightley.
I had this exact conversation with Bex this week,
yeah.
And she denies it entirely. Yeah,
a lot of women do. I had a conversation just yesterday with somebody, a female, and she really just irrationally dislikes Keira Knightley. I think she's great, and in the right role, I think she's excellent, and she was very good in this.
I agree. So, but you can decide for yourself.
I think it's better than
the
the recent Emma that was out.
Yes,
it was certainly more relevant than that.
I think so, definitely. So you can find out what you think of Keira Knightley's performance at 3:45 on Sunday afternoon on Channel 5. Monday, a movie I loved, and I believe this was my birthday film in 1996.
Wow.
It is Jim Carrey's The Cable Guy, written and directed, we like to forget, by Ben Stiller.
Yes.
In which Jim Carrey is basically sort of like a psycho thriller, but done as a comedy, with Jim Carrey as a stalker cable guy. Here is his first interaction with his would-be victim, played by Matthew Broderick.
You're offering me a bribe. What you have just done is illegal. And in this state, if convicted, you could be fined up to $5,000 or spend 6 months in a correctional facility.
Oh, please. No, that was dumb. I was just making conversation. Forget it.
I'm just jerking your chin. You are too easy. Wake up, little snoozy. Smell the smelling salt. I'll juice you up.
I love Jim Carrey in this.
Oh, he's got that great coach. I think this was this like his second or his third film? It came very quickly after The Mask.
I think this was the fourth. I think it's Ace Ventura, The Mask, Dumb and Dumber, then this. This is the first one he got paid $20 million for. That's the thing I remember it for.
Really slated as well at the time.
It
I remember,
did.
and there's a great gag in The Simpsons about Homer Simpson saying trying to rip up the script because he said it was the script that nearly ruined Jim Carrey's career. But I really liked it, and a lovely little turn from a young Jack Black in there as well.
Yes, indeed,
It's funny. It's that a great kind of idea of the kind of the nerdy friend, somebody who kind of latches onto you that you don't really want them to. A little bit like My Spy we were just talking about with the little kid and the CIA agent. It's like that. I thought it was funny. It's not meant to be in any way intelligent or intellectual, but it's just a stupid knockabout comedy.
I love it. It's got some great Star Trek references, and it introduced me to what is still to this day one of my favourite ever songs, which is the Primitive Radio Gods song, Standing Outside a Broken Phone Booth with Money in My Hand, which is a genuine classic. Find out for yourself. 7:05 p.m. Monday night on Sony Movies. Here's a film I'm betting you probably didn't see. Well, we have not got a clip. In fact, we've got a couple we haven't got clips for. Tuesday night on the Horror Channel, 9 p.m. Frozen. Not the Disney one.
Okay. I was going to say that because I was wondering whether that was sort of missed scheduling there.
No, I mean, it would be strange if the Horror Channel did show, let it go, let it go. It would be interesting.
If you have young kids, you've heard that song enough times, it becomes a bit of a horror movie.
Yeah. This is three kids on a ski lift.
I have seen this
film. Have you seen this one?
Yes.
They get stuck there for the weekend
night,
in midair while the wolves circle below them.
Yes.
Oh, it's brutal.
It's very good.
I loved it.
I really liked it.
I made my sister watch it when she was going on a ski trip, and she didn't thank me. Just put it that way, she didn't thank me.
It's one of those great kind of dilemma films of what would you do in that situation. You can't sit there all night because you're going to freeze to death, but you can't jump down because you're going to get eaten by wolves.
Exactly.
So what do you do?
Well, you're going to jump down, you're either going to break your leg and the wolves get you, or the wolves are just going to get you. But at 9 p.m, Horror Channel, Tuesday night. Wednesday, Sony Movies, 9 p.m. A movie I adore. We've talked about it before on this show. It is the Jerry Bruckheimer, I think it was 2000, action romp, Gone in 60 Seconds, starring Nicolas Cage, Giovanni Ribisi, Robert Duvall, Will Patton, Vinnie Jones, Angelina Jolie, Christopher Eccleston as the villain, and boy is he fun in this. Have to steal 50 cars in one night. What's not to love? I mean, I thought it was a great time, this one.
Do it in an hour.
Yeah, I would.
What are you worried about? We've got to do for the rest of the movie.
Yeah, exactly. So 9 p.m, Sony. And then over to 5 Star for Thursday night, a movie I adore. 8 p.m, Thursday night. It's The Wedding Singer.
I woke up this morning and I realized I'm about to marry a wedding singer? I am never going to leave Ridgefield.
Why do you need to leave Ridgefield? We grew up here. All our friends are here. It's the perfect place to raise a family.
Oh, yeah. Living in your sister's basement with 5 kids while you're off every weekend doing wedding gigs at a whopping $60 a pop?
Once again, things that could have been brought to my attention yesterday!
Remember when Adam Sandler was this much fun?
I was just going to say the same thing.
Yeah.
I remember when he was funny. He works really well opposite Drew Barrymore because he did it again in 50 First Dates, which I really liked. Yeah, Adam Sandler gets a lot of stick. He's made some really funny films.
His 90s comedies rank amongst one of the best hot streaks any comic actor has ever had in film. And you look at things like, because I always champion the film Bulletproof, in which he teamed up with Damon Wayans, and then obviously things like Happy Gilmore, The Wedding Singer. Was never a big Billy Madison fan, but I do like Big Daddy quite a lot as well.
Well, Happy Gilmore is just a genius.
Oh God, Happy Gilmore! I love Happy Gilmore.
It's one of the best comedies ever made.
The Price is Wrong, bitch. But so The Wedding Singer, one of the best soundtracks ever included in a movie, and also one of the best
sung by Adam Sandler.
Exactly, and one of the best musician cameos in any movie ever. Billy Idol in The Wedding Singer, 8 p.m. Thursday night on 5 Star. And finish out your week, of course, on the Sony channel at 9 p.m. on Friday night with what might be one of the best sequels ever made. It's Blade Runner 2049. Were you a fan of this?
Oh, absolutely. I love the original Blade Runner. I've seen all 57 cuts of it.
I think you might have still missed off 5 somehow.
This was the film that, of course, finally won Roger Deakins his best cinematography Oscar, and deservedly so. I mean, he did the original Blade Runner, but visually it's just a stunning film, particularly the rain sequence in it. And I thought it was a wonderful movie. I loved it.
I think it was great. Like you say about Roger Deakins cinematography, every single frame of this movie is a work of art unto itself.
Well,
You could
that's
literally
the way
take
he is. You could take any frame of this film and stick it on your wall. Yeah.
Great performance from Ryan Gosling, Robin Wright as well. I quite like in this as well. Anna de Armas, who never gets the credit she deserves for this movie. Mackenzie Davis. Obviously, Harrison Ford comes back. Yeah. There is a pretty effective turn from Jared Leto. There is a surprise cameo that is pulled off quite well with visual effects. And do you know what? Most importantly, and just to loop it back to one of our other releases for this week, it does star Dave Bautista. So, let's not bury the lead on that.
But I'll be honest, I have no idea what the story is. But you kind of don't need to do it.
I do remember what the story on this is. It is about, isn't it about a dead woman who is found and her body contains a secret that will rock the status quo of synthetics and humans and the relationship between them?
Something like that.
Something like that. I'll tell you what, find out for yourself though. Friday night, 9 p.m. on the Sony channel.